Hello! Welcome to our series of videos about the classification of exocrine glands. In this first video, you will learn what type of tissue are glands made of. What are glands? How are they formed and what differs exocrine and endocrine glands? Shall we begin? A gland is an epithelial cell or a set of epithelial cells with secretion function. The glands collect blood compounds, transform them into more complex products, and release them into the organism. The products of secretion may be of proteic nature, like the digestive enzymes, of glycoproteic nature, like in the mucous cells of the respiratory tract, digestive tube, and genital tract, or of lipidic nature, like in the sebaceous glands and in the steroid hormone-producing glands. The glands are under hormonal and nervous control, in addition to responding to metabolic factors, like the blood glucose concentration. During the embryonic development, cells of certain epithelial linings multiply by mitosis and invaginate the connective tissue, forming multicellular glands. The exocrine glands maintain the connection with the epithelium from which they have originated. Then, their inner cells degenerate. Let's take as an example the esophagus, a muscular tube that needs lubrication to transport food from the mouth to the stomach. We see in this histological section that this connection with the epithelium takes the shape of a duct made of differentiated epithelial cells. This happens because, during the process of gland formation, epithelial cells differentiate into cellular groups specialized in secretion, forming the secretory portion of the gland, and into ductal cells. Therefore, multicellular exocrine glands are composed of two continuous parts: the secretory portion and the ducts, both supported by the connective tissue. In the case of this slide of the esophagus, we also see muscular tissue immersed in the connective tissue. The secretions stained with Gaussian blue dye on this photomicrograph are eliminated through the ducts, reaching the cavity of the organ or the surface of the body. The esophageal glands produce glycoproteins, which in contact with water form the lubricating mucus of the esophagus. The endocrine glands are formed in the same way as the exocrine, through the invagination and differentiation of epithelial cells. However, all cells connecting the gland with the epithelial lining degenerate. This results in glands without ducts, formed only by secretory cells. Thus, the endocrine glands release the secretions they produce back into the bloodstream. In this first video of this series about exocrine glands, we have seen that the glands of our organism are formed by epithelial cells specialized in the secretory function of proteins, lipids, or glycoproteins. These secretions may be released on the surface of the body, or in a cavity, or in the bloodstream. We have also seen that the multicellular glands are formed by invagination of the epithelial tissue in the connective tissue, and that the exocrine glands maintain the connection with the epithelium from which they have originated, while the endocrine glands lose this same connection. The multicellular exocrine glands have additional classifications which will be covered throughout this series. Keep watching the videos to learn more about them.